Hello out there. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Periscope. Good morning. For those of you that are just joining my scope, I am Clarissa Newsom. I'm a blogger, and this is my very first week on Periscope. In fact, my third day on Periscope. So thank you so much for joining me. My blog is located at chatcc.com. Please check out the website. Show me love. Send me hearts through this message to let me know that you are there with me in heart and spirit. Thank you for those red hearts, whoever that is. Also, go ahead and swipe to the right and share. Good morning, Candace. Go ahead and swipe to the right to share this broadcast with your friends. You look like James Brown. Oh my goodness, really? Block. Hope they weren't joking, but you blocked anyway. So good morning, everybody. Happy hump day here. Hey, Crystal, thank you for being here. So I'll go ahead and get right into it. Again, send me your hearts throughout the broadcast. Also, swipe to the right to share this. Again, I'm Clarissa, a blogger. You can check out the site at chatcc.com. And the topic for today block party. The topic for today is where is your heart? And first, I just like to say this has absolutely nothing to do with your personal love interest, your marriage or divorce. I know yesterday morning I talked about divorce here on Periscope on my blog. So this has a slightly different twist on today, and it just was resonating with me all day long yesterday, and it just couldn't leave my mind. So I thought that is the scope for tomorrow. So here we are. What this is about is aligning your heart to your treasure. I'll let that saturate. Aligning your heart to your treasure. Thanks, Gifted. So aligning your heart to your treasure. So when we think of treasure, one thing that I want to stick with you is that I'm saying that your treasure is life's evidence of your heart. Whatever your treasure may be, it's life's evidence of your heart and where your heart is. One scripture that came to me real quickly was Matthew 6:21. I love the Message Bible. It breaks it down. There are no these and thous and all those other words that confuse us sometimes. And it simply states, the place where your treasure is the place you will most want to be and end up being. Wow, that was powerful to me last night. Early this morning is the place that we end up being. So in other versions that it translates to the heart. So basically they're connected. It's your heart. Okay. So looking at that, number 2, in dealing with the heart, one other passage that came to me was Proverbs 4:23. It says, keep vigilant, watch over your heart. That's where your life starts. Wow. Think about that. Your life starts at your heart, and it determines, some other translations read, determines your course of action. So if your heart starts your life, and if your heart determines the course of action for your life, that's pretty powerful. So that's why we're talking about the heart today. So tell me, send me some comments. Do you guys agree with that your heart can really start your life? It's where you end up. It's the course of action that you make decisions for throughout your life. Again, swipe to the right to share. Thank you. Send me love. Absolutely. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, good or bad. I like that. Very good point. Good or bad. It definitely is where we will end up. So that's why we're talking about the heart. The heart. So let's switch over to treasure for a second. Remember, the key for today is your treasure is life's evidence of your heart. Treasure is life's evidence of your heart. So let's switch to treasure. Treasure simply is the quantity of precious metals, gems, or other objects. Key word in that is quantity. So if you treasure something, you won't have 1 or 2 of them, 3 or 4 of them. You'll have a large quantity of those things that are precious and valuable objects to you. So let's tie this in to our everyday lives. So this is a question for you. Ask yourself, what do you have quantity of? Think about that. Send me your comments. What do you have quantity of? I'd like to say that translates to, where does your money go? Does it go to shoes? Does it go to clothes? Does it go to handbags? Friends, I love that. And I love that you're my friend. Does it go to jewelry? Does it go to cars? Does it go to homes? Faithfulness, church. I love it. I love it. Send the hearts. Where does your money go? What do you have quantity of? So nothing is wrong, with having nice things. I'm not saying that at all. But we have to be proportioned. So there's one rule out there that I want you to know is the 50-30-20 rule. Family, love that. 50-30-20 rule. That rule states that 50% of your income should go to necessities. So that's your rent, your mortgage, your utility bill, and then 30% of your income go to discretionary spending. And if you're a Christian saint, or if you just believe in giving and the fruitfulness that you get from giving, 10% of that 30% should be your tithes. So 50% necessities, 30% is discretionary income, and 20% left for savings. So again, that's the 50-30-20 rule. So again, when you're looking at your treasure, where you have quantity of things, where your value is, see if that aligns to the 50-30-20 rule. Okay. Love the hearts. Love the hearts. Remember, right swipe to share. Okay, so again, necessity is your personal things that you need. The discretionary income, that's if you need to pay medical bills, it's your play money, your entertainment, etc. So one other question, or is your treasure in education? Do you purchase books? Do you go to workshops? Do you go get a certificate? Do you go to another class, adult education class? Is that where it is? Also, let's think about charities. Some of the charities I love are Girls Inc. and Youth Villages. So are you giving to charities? Is that where your treasure is? I'm just asking this morning, judgment-free zone, but I'm just asking, putting some thoughts on your mind and hearts. So the decision, another reason for the decision to do the blog on the heart this morning is because Monday morning or Monday afternoon, I had a decision to make, and it was to spend $500 on something that I think is very, very valuable. And I have to admit, I second questioned the decision, and I thought for a bit about it, and I instantly flipped back in my brain and I said, wow, I was just in Las Vegas week before last or last week, I can't remember, with my mom and my daughter, and I was dying to go to the Tory Burch store, and it was guaranteed that I was going to come out of there and spend no less than $200 to $300. So on a handbag that, makes me feel good, that I love, was that really my treasure? So instantly when I thought about that decision, I switched it back and I said, hey, I'm going to pay the $500 because I really, really, really need this educational thing that I was paying for. So again, that's another reason for this blog today. So again, I'm transparent, keeping it real. So another thought, is your treasure in your children? If so, are you investing in enrichment, extracurricular activities for them? My mother is love her to death. And when we were growing up, I haven't seen my brother join yet, but when we were growing up, she put us in swimming and Saturday Scholars and singing groups and piano lessons and gymnastics and just all kinds of things. So I've had a wonderful examples that I'm trying to pave into my daughter now. So are your investments, is your treasure in your children or your child? Okay, so you can send some comments in. Remember, keep giving me the love, keep giving me the hearts. So I know something that people are thinking, well, Clarissa, those things take money to do. Swimming lessons are expensive and piano lessons are expensive, so on and so forth. But I challenge you to reroute some of your expenses. For example, could you get your nails done once a month instead of every week? Could you get your hair done every 2 weeks instead of every week? Don't ask me to answer that one. Can you bring your lunch to work instead of going out to eat every day? There are ways that you can offset your spending in different ways to be able to afford where your treasure is. So let's not use any excuses, but let's reposition ourselves to be able, you're laughing, to be able to reposition ourselves. Preach. I'm not preaching. I'm just talking. And sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Another thing is, where your treasure is, that's where your heart is. So today, my challenge for you is to take an inventory of your treasure. Where does your treasure lie? Okay, I'm going to come back on this afternoon. I like how you say it though. Go on, evangelist. No, ma'am, not at all. I'm just Clarissa. Just Clarissa. I promise you, just Clarissa. So I challenge you guys, please, as you go throughout your day today, take a inventory of your treasure. What is your treasure? And how do you know what your treasure is? Remember, treasure is the quantity of things, valuables that you have. So whatever those valuables are, I can't tell you what they are for you. However, I can say wherever you have a quantity of things, whatever those things may be, that today is your treasure. As you take that inventory, ask yourself, are you surprised by where your treasure is? Does your treasure today, where you're investing your funds, your time, your energy, is that aligned with your heart? Is that aligned with your goals? Is that aligned with where you want to be? Ask yourself those questions. So you may not have those answers right now at this very moment, but it's something for you to think about through today. Again, it's a challenge for you. And as you are taking this challenge, I took the same challenge yesterday. This is real talk. That's what I wanted to be, Felicia. Real talk. So I took this challenge yesterday, and I said, Clarissa, where is your treasure? Where is your heart? Where am I spending most of my time, my money, my resources, my energy? So it's not just about money, right? It's about your time, because your time is more valuable than money. And I've got a page in here to talk about that next week. But yes, where are you spending your time? Where are you spending your energy? So I challenge you to think through that on today. Keep the hearts coming. Keep the hearts coming. Appreciate that. And then ask yourself, were you surprised? Were you disappointed? Were you happy about whatever you find through this challenge? And we'll talk about it this afternoon real quickly. This evening, I'll ask you kind of where you ended the day with accepting this challenge. So if you accept this challenge, put in the comment, #challenge. #challenge if you're going to accept this challenge today. This is going to be so powerful for your life. It's going to be powerful for you to understand where you are positioning yourself. So just remember, treasure. Thank you. Shantae is accepting the challenge. Candace is accepting the challenge. Rachel is accepting the challenge. Hey, girl, I had to text Rachel early this morning. Was led. But anyway, where's your treasure? So remember, treasure is life's evidence of your heart. Hey, boo. Life's evidence of your heart. So wherever your treasure is, that is life's evidence of your heart. So I want you guys, I encourage you guys, I admonish you guys to realign your treasure with where your heart is. Where is your heart? That's the question for today. Again, send me love, send me comments. Thanks, Felicia, for accepting the challenge. Send me comments, feedback on social media. It's my handle is @Clarissa_ChickChat. @Clarissa_ChickChat. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on all the social media outlets, and also go to my website, chickchatcc.com. Leave me feedback. Also, make sure you subscribe to my email list, sending out some important things there. No spam at all. Only things that are beneficial for your life. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Hump Day Wednesday. Get on the hump, ride the hump, straight off the hump until Thursday. I'm excited today, and I hope that you are too. Thank you so much for joining. I love you all. Bye-bye.